Hello children, welcome to Standard 3 Social Studies. I am Sujata Miss going to teach you lesson 3. Lesson 3, Our Country India. In this lesson, you will learn about the different landforms of our country, the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the Deccan Plateau, the Thar Desert and the islands. India is a part of Asia. It is the 7th largest country in the world with more than 100 crore people living here. India is the most populated country in the world after China. It is also one of the most beautiful countries in the world. So, India is a part of Asia. It is the 7th largest country in the world and the population is more than 100 crore people are living here. And in population, India's position is second, China is first. And it is also one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Our country is not the same everywhere. It has many landforms. We have mountains, plains, plateaus, deserts and islands. Very few countries in the world can boast of so much variety. This is what makes India so beautiful. And our country India is not same everywhere. There are mountains, plains, plateaus, islands and deserts are there in India. And in the world only very few countries are having this many different varieties of landforms. So this makes India more beautiful. Then the Himalayan mountain ranges. Mountains are portions of the earth that rise deeply from the surrounding area. A chain of mountains form a range. So what is mountain? Mountain is a rocky highland which steeply arise from the surrounding areas and the chain of mountains form a range. All along the north of our country lie the mighty Himalayan mountain ranges. So in the north of our country, the mighty Himalayan mountain ranges are situated. These ranges have some of the highest peaks in the world. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is a part of the Himalayan range. The high peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. The mountain region is extremely cold. And these Himalayan ranges have some of the highest peaks of the world. And Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. It is in Himalayan range and it is also a part of Himalayan range. The high peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. And how many highest peaks are there in Himalayas? All are covered with snow throughout the year. And the mountain region is extremely cold because the mountains are always covered with snow. That's why this area is always cold. Many of our big rivers like the Ganga, Yamuna and Brahmaputra start from the Himalayas. As they flow down to the plains, several smaller rivers join the main rivers. The melting snow from the mountains keep these rivers fed through the hot and dry summer months. As we move down to the lower slopes, we find thick forests. This is called the Terai region. And many of our big rivers like the Ganga river, Yamuna or Brahmaputra, they start from the Himalayan regions. So when they are flowing down to the plains, so many small rivers are joining to this main river. And the melting snow of the Himalayan mountains provide water in the hot summer season also. So as we move down to the lower areas, we will find thick forest and this is called the Terai region. Then the northern plains. Plains are vast expanses of flat or gently rolling land. So what are plains? Plains are vast expanses of flat or gently rolling land. As we go down to the south of the Himalayas, we come to the northern plains of India. This is also called the Gangetic plain. Many rivers like the Ganga and Yamuna flow through these plains. This makes the land very fertile and more suited for cultivation. The region is thickly populated. Many well-known cities and towns are located along the banks of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. In the plains, it is very hot in summer and cold in winter. So, when we go down to the south of the Himalayas, we come to the northern plains of India, and this plain is known as Gangetic plain. Many rivers like the Ganga, Yamuna flow through these plains, and these rivers makes the land very fertile and suited for good cultivation. And this region is thickly populated. Many well-known cities and towns are located along the banks of this river Ganga and Yamuna. So, in the plains, it is very hot in summer and cold in winter. So, children, in our next video, we will learn the next part of this chapter. Thank you.